For 3 years, I thought Alex was my husband's closest friend, his brother from another mother, the guy who texted at odd hours, who joined us on vacations, who had his own key to our home. Work stress, Mark would say, coming home at 2 a.m., smelling of cigar smoke and Alex's cologne, needed to vent. Alex was charming in a rugged, careless way, rough hands from construction work, a low, gravelly voice, always in baggy flannels, baseball cap pulled low. He hugged me at barbecues with a strength that felt almost performative. He's shy around women, Mark explained when I asked why Alex never dated. Got his heart broken young, I believed it. I made extra plates for him at holidays, bought him birthday gifts, worried about his loneliness, until the Thursday it rained. Mark had left his phone on the kitchen counter. It booped. Text from Alex, lighting up the screen, the hotel confirmed. Room 412, under Alexandra, like we discussed. Alexandra. Not Alex. My thumb hovered, then I tapped. The thread opened. Months of messages, not between buddies, between lovers. Her. Your wife bought me socks for Christmas. The irony is delicious. Him. She's clueless, sweet, but clueless. Her. When do I get to stop being your dirty secret? Him. Soon. I'm working on it. Photos loaded. A woman, long hair, delicate features, wearing Mark's shirt in a hotel room. The same low, teasing smile I knew from our backyard barbecues. Alexandra. The construction work, a cover, the rough hands, probably real, maybe she actually worked trades. The voice, lowered intentionally. The baggy clothes hid her shape. She hadn't been his best friend, she'd been his mistress, living a double life inches from my face, eating my food, hugging me, listening to me complain about my marriage, to the person breaking it. The phone slipped from my hand, cracked on the tile. Outside, the rain fell harder. I stood in my kitchen, in the home I'd made for us, and realized the third person in our marriage hadn't been a man. It had been a woman pretending to be one. And my husband hadn't just cheated. He'd directed the performance, cost the role, and let me play the fool for 3 acts. I didn't confront him. Instead, I became a director of my own. I scrolled back through years of photos, birthdays, holidays, vacations. There she was, Alexandra, always beside him, always watching me with that knowing smile. The camping trip where she'd shed their tent during a guy's weekend, the Christmas she'd slept on her couch because she was between apartments, the countless nights Mark came home smelling of her cologne, which I now realize wasn't cologne at all, but her perfume, something subtle and expensive I'd once complimented. It's Alex's, Mark had laughed. He's got better taste than me. The truth felt like glass in my throat. I dug deeper, found the credit card statement for the hotel room she'd texted about. Under Alexandra Rivers, a different last name, a different life, running parallel to mine. I even found her social media, the real one, under Alexandra. Long hair down, dresses, a smile I'd never seen. In one photo, she was wearing the bracelet I'd given Alex's last birthday, the one I'd bought thinking I was being kind to my husband's lonely friend. She'd been laughing at me. For years, I took screenshots, downloaded receipts, compiled a timeline of the lie. Then I waited. Mark came home that Friday like nothing was wrong. He kissed my cheek, his lips still tasting of the coffee she probably bought him. Alex might stop by tomorrow, he said, hanging his coat. He's going through a rough patch. I turned from the sink, my hands wet, my voice calm. What kind of rough patch? Work stuff. You know how he is. Mark wouldn't meet my eyes. Actually, I said, drying my hands slowly. I realized I don't know anything about Alex. Where's his family from? What's his childhood like? Why does he never talk about past relationships? Mark stiffened. Why the sudden interrogation? I'm just curious, I said softly, about your best friend. The next day, she came over. Still in her flannel and cap, still with that low, practiced voice. She hugged me, and this time I felt it, the softness underneath the fabric, the truth she was hiding in plain sight. Rough week, I asked, handing her a beer. You have no idea, she said, her eyes flicking to Mark. They went out to the patio. I watched through the window, saw how close they sat, how her hand brushed his, how he leaned in like he was listening, but really, he was just being near her. I picked up my phone, texted the number I'd saved under Alexandra Rivers. I know who you are, and I know what you are, to my husband. On the patio, her phone buzzed. She glanced at it, froze. Her eyes shot to the window, to where I stood holding my phone, watching her. For a second, the mask slipped. Fear, guilt, then, just as quickly, it was BAFTA, cool, casual Alex. But it was too late. I'd seen her really. Seen her, and she knew it. She left quickly after that, made an excuse about a work emergency. Mark walked her out, his hand lingering on her back in a way that was never just friendly. When he came back inside, I was waiting at the table. Her real social media profile was open on my laptop. Photos of Alexandra Longhair, smiling beside my husband in places I'd never been. "Who's this?" I asked, my voice dangerously calm. Mark's face drained of color. "Where did you get that?" I texted her. I said, "Alexandra Rivers, room 412. The hotel you booked last week." He stared, his mouth opening but no sound coming out. 3 years, I continued, standing slowly. You let her into our home. You let me befriend her, buy her gifts, worry about her loneliness. My voice cracked. Was it funny? Watching your wife mother your mistress? It's not what you think. Then what is it, Mark? I snapped. Because from where I'm standing, you've been having an affair with a woman who pretended to be a man to get close to me, to us. That's not just cheating. That's psychological warfare. He reached for me. Let me explain. Explain how you helped her pick out a male persona, how you coached her voice, picked her clothes. I pulled up the text thread on his phone, which I'd synced to my tablet. Remember to deepen your voice around her. Don't wear anything fitted. You were directing this, Mark. You were her acting coach. He sank into a chair, head in his hands. She was afraid you'd figure it out. She thought if she was a guy, you'd never suspect. So this was her idea. I laughed, cold and sharp. You're just the innocent bystander. No, he stopped. There was no defense. I want her here, I said. Now I want to look at her without the costume. Alina, please now, Mark, or I send every screenshot, every photo, every hotel receipt to your parents, to your boss, to everyone who thinks Alex is your best friend. He called her, voice shaking. 20 minutes later, she returned, this time without the cap, without the oversized flannel. Her hair was tied back, but it was clearly long. She wore a simple t-shirt and jeans, no performance. Alina, she said, her voice softer now, not the low growl of Alexandra, I replied. Or do you prefer Alex? He glanced at Mark, then back at me. I'm sorry for sleeping with my husband, or sorry for pretending to be a man while doing it. Both, she whispered. I looked at them, the two people who had built a secret world inside my marriage. One I'd fed, housed, and cared for. You'll have 1 hour, I said, to pack whatever is yours, to leave whatever is mine, and to never contact either of us again. Mark stood. You throwing me out? No, I said, turning to him. You can stick, but she goes. And you choose right now which life you want. The one with me, where you face what you've done, or the one with her, where you keep living the lie. He looked at her, the woman he'd loved in secret, then at me, the wife he'd betrayed in plain sight. I choose you, he said to me, but his eyes were on her. It was the wrong answer, the coward's answer. I shook my head. You don't get to choose. Me, not after you let her live in our guest room, not after you let me hug her, not after you made me the joke of my own marriage. I handed him his phone. Leave, both of you. They stood there frozen in the wreckage they'd made. I turned and walked upstairs, didn't watch them go, didn't listen to their whispers. I stood in the shower until the water ran cold, scrubbing my skin, raw, trying to wash away the memory of every hug, every laugh, every moment I'd been kind to the woman sleeping with my husband. When I came downstairs, the house was empty, just the echo of their footsteps. On the kitchen counter, she'd left the bracelet I'd given her, a final surrender. I picked it up, held it in my palm, then I dropped it in the trash. Some lies are so elaborate, so carefully constructed, that when they fall, they don't just break, they shatter. And in the silence that follows, you realize that the person you trusted most wasn't just lying to you. They were building an entire world where you were the fool. And sometimes, walking away from that world is the only way to stop playing the part.